Hello everyone, my name is Chong and welcome to Round Glass Living. Today we have a shamanic journey for vibrant energy. So what is vibrant energy? We all know from a shamanic perspective that whatever happens in the physical realm is sparked first and foremost from the unseen realms or the upper realms, we might sometimes call it, and that's the realm of energy. And the energetic realm is not necessarily seen. And when we feel a sense of vibrancy, we feel something that is unseen, that is moving through us, that is perhaps greater than us. We can call that source or universe. And that is what, when we step into a room, someone says, "Oh, wow, you look really radiant," or they just feel something coming from you. And this is what we want to learn to cultivate, because we all have the potential to access into this wellspring of infinite energy. And in this particular shamanic lineage from the Caro people of the high Andes of Peru, the eagle and the condor, right? Apuchin, who is eagle, and condor is Taitamalcu. They represent the bridge between the mundane, and they're represented in the direction of the east, the winds of the east. And this bridge is really bridging our human self from the mundane to the higher realms that are more mystical and unseen. And in many mythologies, the eagle condor, they're seen as great messengers of spirit. And according to NASA scientists, human beings can only perceive 0.0035% of visible light from the rainbow spectrum. So that means that 99% of light is not perceivable to our human senses. The mystics would call this the unseen or the upper realms, like I just said. And the realm of spirit can only be perceived if we purify and activate the chakra system, which actually vibrates like the rainbow in the different colors of the rainbow. And when we're talking about purifying the chakras, today we're really going to be unraveling and unlayering the different stories that block us from the truth of that energy center, because it's the mental emotional stories that act as these almost like sludge that backs up our energetic pipeline. And that's what we have to clear. And then when it's clear, we start vibrating in this frequency that is a little bit more authentic. So in this journey, we're going to be investigating certain questions, right? That's to stimulate the psyche. Energetically, we'll be pulsing through the spine so you can let go of anything that's stuck. And then we'll enter into a state of deeper awareness for ourselves and also of this energy field that is all around us. So let us get started today. And I'd like you to sit up tall. I'm going to ring my bell. And while I'm ringing my bell, I'd like you to visualize the four winds, as we have been doing in these last months, the four sacred directions, calling in the sacred animals. So please sit up tall, close the eyes, deepening into the breath, and connect to the winds of the south, calling in serpent energy from the south to help you to shed these stories that are in your cellular memory. And call serpent to help you walk on the path of beauty, where you're able to stand tall, not attached to these old karmic stories that don't serve you. And then bring your attention to the west, calling in the energies of the west, of Jaguar, Mother Sister Jaguar, asking her for her ferocious courage, her ability to transcend the limitations of the mind, of the overwhelming emotions that we sometimes feel in life, so that we can pierce right into the heart of truth. So call the winds of the west to enter into your sacred medicine space, your room right now. And then visualize hummingbird, sweet hummingbird coming from the north. And hummingbird is really here to connect us to the ancestral stories, the old story and the new story. It's the story of purpose. It's about destiny, not fate. Destiny as in our highest potential and where we're to go if we're fully authentic, versus fate, which is us being tied to past stories and letting the past stories run our lives. So this is more future oriented and it's sweet. Call hummingbird in now. And then call in from the east the great eagle and the condor. and they are the bridge between the material and the spiritual realms. And visualize them coming to help you activate your spiritual senses, to see into the rainbow light body. And it is all these four winds that are surrounding you in a sacred space. Feel earth below you. And give gratitude and thanks to Pachamama, Mother Earth. The four-legged ones, the creepy crawlers, the winged ones, the finned ones, and the furred ones. And to all the native indigenous spirits of the land in which you currently occupy. And then also give thanks to the upper realms, the Hana Pacha, to Father Sun, Grandmother Moon, to all the stars. And feel this sacred space opening all around you. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out. 2 more full breaths in and out to feel into the energy that we just called in. One more full bodied breath. And then we will hook our thumbs like this with our palms turned in to create an eagle claw or an eagle mudra. And place this mudra right over your heart space. Your fingers are fanned out wide, almost like they're the wings of the eagle, and also the wings of the condor. And when you breathe, lean your body backwards, inhaling. Lean forward, exhaling. Backwards, inhale. Forwards, exhale. So the physical movement of the spine is to rock your nervous system into a restful state of receptivity. Very similar to how mothers rock their babies to sleep, you right now are allowing the physical movement of the rock to bring awareness to the entirety of the spine. And then using your mudra, a mudra is a gesture of a seal of energy. And right now this gesture in your hands is to connect to the direction of the east, the eagle and the condor. You might feel eagle condor energy in your heart space. You might feel eagle condor also all around you, or just have a visceral sense of their presence. As you continue to breathe and rock, soften your physical body. Soften the feet, the legs. Feel a sense of suppleness through the hips. Releasing any tension in the lower back, the ribs, the shoulder blades, the arms, the forearms, the wrists, all the fingers. Let go of any tension in the throat, the neck, and all the fine bones of the cranium. Allow the spinal column to soften. And remember, your rock is in time to your breath. Some of you will go a little quicker, some of you will go a little slower. So long as you're inhaling, you're leaning back. And so long as you're exhaling, you're leaning forward. These movements can be big or small or somewhere in between. So you sense into what feels most aligned for you right now. Feel the warmth of your palm centers. There's energy in your palm chakras. And the palms energetically are an extension of the heart chakra. And so feel these two uniting, hand and heart and hand. And the eagle condor energy lives actually in this heart space. But before we investigate the heart space, bring your attention down into your root chakra at the perineum. You can visualize the two sitting bones that you're rocking on, and then the space between the pubic bone and also the tailbone. And directly in the center, you have the perineum. And that's the physical entry point of this root energy. Visualize the color red in this place. The connection is down to the element of earth. So like roots of a tree, you might visualize red roots connecting down deep into the heart of Mother Earth. The roots of this chakra connect you to where you've come from. Your sense of belonging, your sense of feeling safe. It's this connection to tribe, not just on this plane, in this world, but all worlds and all lives that have come before. It comes from an amalgamation of your family's experiences that have been passed down through your DNA, through your cellular memory. And so I invite the question as you breathe into the root chakra, how else can I cultivate within me a deep sense of belonging so that I can feel safe always, truly, and forever, for the rest of this lifetime anyway. So what can I cultivate more of right now in order to feel that I truly belong and that I feel safe? So feel into that question. And as if the breath could invite the answer to that question, what would it be? So every time you inhale, find the quality of the answer. Even if it's not a logical answer, but it's a feeling of belonging or connection or what have you, or deep trust. Feel that arriving through the breath. And notice that in order for you to cultivate more belonging, more safety, something has to let go. Some way of being, some story that you tell yourself, some pattern of behavior, that lets go on the exhalation. You let it go. Now bring your awareness up into the second chakra. And this is located at the area just a little bit under the navel, encompassing the area near the belt line where you would put on a belt if you're wearing a pair of jeans. And this goes around into the sacral bone. The sacral bone is that triangular bone at the handle of the spine. So visualize this belt of orange light. This is corresponding to your sex glands, your center of reproduction. This is your center of creativity. So visualize the element of water, the emotionality of water washing through. For women, this is the womb space. This is where ideas gestate, and also where life gestates. As you breathe deeper and deeper into this area, the question here is, what is it that I need to amplify more of in order to feel truly passionate, truly creative, truly in my flow? So what is your flow? Ask yourself that question. When you're in the flow with people, in the flow with projects that inspire you, that light up your heart, it's coming from here. This is your center of creativity. So what is it that you need to amplify more of in order to feel truly passionate and creative? And then as if your breath knows the answer, you breathe it in through your nose. And it might just be the feeling of water, the feeling of flow, and that might be the answer. Very simple. And when you exhale, you release something that is stopping you from feeling fully in the flow. Is that some sort of relationship you have with another person? Is it maybe self-sabotaging negative talk that needs to end? You let that go. Whatever it is, let it go. So that you can be in your flow. Your breaths can be out through your mouth or your nose. See what feels aligned. Now bring your awareness up to the third chakra. This is the solar plexus region, a couple of inches, 2 or 3 above the navel area, encompassing the organs of the stomach, the pancreas, your liver, your spleen, your main digestive organs, circling all the way around the backspace. Imagine a band of yellow light all around your solar plexus. This is connecting to the element of fire. You might see the fire of the sun burning here. This is your will to strive, to create. It is your sense of I am this or I am that. It's your ego, your identity. It's how you decide to label yourself in the world. I am a son, I am a daughter. I work at this and this place. This is what I'm good at. It's the label. This is my gender. It's the label. And so there's a level of doing here, of craving. And so the question here, as you visualize this yellow energy, is what is it that I can release more of so that my ego feels in healthier balance? What is it that I need to release more of so that my ego feels in a healthier balance? So is that a story? Is that an idea about yourself or about others? Is it a story about grasping for things? Unrelentingly craving and doing things for the sake of some sort of obsession or what have you. So though the center is very much about asserting yourself in things, places, situations, there is a fine line. And then it turns into aggression. So what do you need to release? And then release it. And then maybe for you, it's more of what you need to cultivate more of, so you feel more balanced in this third chakra. And the answer might just be, as you inhale, you feel the vibrancy of the sun fueling you. And the sun can fuel you without burning you. And this is what you're looking for. Now, bring your awareness up into the heart space, where your hands are currently connecting. At the center of your breastbone, connecting to your thymus gland, which is responsible for immunity. And this is the color green, the green of pine trees, a peaceful forest green. And this is the element of air. Just like your lungs are in this region, it is the air that you breathe. And the air carries prana, or life force. So breathe deeply. And this is also the connection to the birds. the eagle and the condor, who take flight into the realm of spirit. And so feel the energy of these birds helping to elevate your sense of love. As we move up from the I amness of the ego, we are here in embracing the concept of we. We are. We are the same. You and me. We are one. We are all connected to the divine ocean of consciousness. We are all made of the same stuff, of energy. It's the we are. We are one. We are love. We are not separate. And so this is the center of compassion, of deep empathy, and of unconditional love. And so feel into that now. And the question is, what do I need to amplify more in order to feel more unconditionally loving to myself and also to the others who I hold dear in my life? What do I need to amplify more of in order to feel more loving towards myself and to all the others that I hold dear in my life? And so feel it, see it, sense it. Something in you has to grow. And then also something has to give. And what is it that has to go in order for that which is loving to grow? And feel the lightness of this breath coming in and out, stimulating the heart even more. Feeling this expansive love that is cosmic. It is superhuman. It's so big. It is big cosmic love. And this love emanates in this forest green all around you. Keep breathing slowly, keep rocking. Now, bring your awareness to the throat, to the thyroid center, the 5th chakra. This is the color blue, the color of truth. The element is ether. So visualizing right in the center of your throat, this is your ability to communicate your truth. It is also your potential to hide the truth, to deceive. And that's all through words. It's also unspoken through your intention. You don't even have to speak, and it's from here. And so the ether, the element of ether is space. Space creates containers, just like the space around your room. How much or how little space there is creates a container for healing, of safety. You're constantly moving through space, and your words and your intentions are traveling through the spaces between people, between things, between projects. And so the question is here, what is it that I need to cultivate more of in order to be fully in my truth, to communicate my truth? What do I need to cultivate more of to fully communicate my truth? And so if there's any part of you that is dishonest or avoiding what is true, see that now and let it go. Let it go. So that the fearlessness of addressing the truth, meeting the truth, leaning into the truth can thrive. And this is all our collective mission, is to be in truth. And so keep finding it, because when the throat chakra is blocked, then all types of physical ailments, disease, and suffering start to follow, because we're not in our truth. We're hiding. Bring your awareness now up into the 6th chakra at the center of the brain. Visualize your brainstem, and just above it you have the pineal gland, like the size of a pine cone seed. And almost as if you're staring inwards at the center of your brain, feel the spaces of the ears opening. And the element here is light. The light that comes in through your eyelids, even though your eyes are closed. The light of all things. And it is your capacity to see into the unseen, your ability to witness that which is logical, but also that which is mystical and irrational. It's perception. Perception also has the capacity for delusion. And delusion is really just our ability to dream and fantasize, but it's trapped in an attachment to wanting things from an obsessive way. And so how can we move from fantasy to one of true dreaming? And so the question here is, what is it that I need to remember more deeply within my soul so that I can stay in alignment with my dreams, my true dream, not your obsessive fantasies that are not grounded in the truth, but your true dreams that reflect your soul purpose. And then something's got to give. What delusions or fantasies that no longer serve you, that are a bit obsessive in nature, do you have to let go of? That you have to relinquish? Because if you don't, then they become a burden. They cloud the mind. They keep you from seeing fully into your true potential. So let all that go. That's it. Keep breathing in the new dream. And it might just be the sensation of clarity. Not necessarily knowing what you're seeing, but feeling the frequency of clarity. And then when you release, you just release anything that feels cloudy, that clouds your clarity. All we're doing simply is using the breath to tap into the feeling, the frequency feeling of all of these chakras. So now bring your awareness up into the crown of the head. The crown is the highest peak of your body. It's the mountain peak of your head. And it's related to the pituitary gland in the center of the brain, which is near the pineal gland. This is your master control gland, the one that almost is like the conductor of an orchestra, tells all the other parts of the body what to do, when to do it, how to do it, when to secrete certain enzymes, etc. And now your intention here is to connect to your capacity to feel and trust into spirit, into the universe, into the great unknown. This is the jumping off point to the rest of the environment around you that you cannot know from a logical point of view. It is so expansive. And this level of trust is a little bit different from the trust that you need in your first chakra when you're looking for belonging. This is the trust of the great unknown, of what is beyond the human experience. And so the element here really is the all. It is the connection to the all, to oneness itself. So the question here is, what is it that I need more of in order to fully connect to the all? What is it that I need more of in order to fully connect to the all? And so feel this energy up at the crown. It is violet in nature, and it is growing and growing and growing, like 1,000-petaled lotus blossoming at the top of the head. The same lotuses that have blossomed through the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas throughout history. And it's an energetic crown, the crown of enlightenment. And now breathe from the first chakra all the way up to the 7th chakra, feeling all the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, rising with the breath and then falling. And while you're breathing the fullness of the rainbow, decrease the rocking of the spine, making the rocking smaller and smaller in your own timing. And as the rocking comes to a halt, you feel into this centeredness that is deep within you, anchoring this rainbow light into the bone marrow, into your cells, into your blood, into the space all around you, in front of you, behind you, below you, right and left of you, as if you're in a sphere of rainbow light. And when you do come to stillness, feel into eagle and condor. Feel the wings of your shoulder blades, your lungs expansive, just like the wings of these great birds. And then deep within your heart rests the trust that you are deeply and always completely intertwined with Great Spirit. And this is what drives your vibrancy in your day-to-day. So carry this with you into the rest of whatever it is you have planned for today. Bring your palms of prayer in front of your heart and bow down to that which is unseen. Namaste. Thank you so much for going on this little journey with me. Enjoy the rest of your day and continue to practice our meditations on Round Glass Living. You can check us out on roundglass.com or on the app. My name is Chong. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next practice.